right, we are live. I'm on time with no earrings on, but it's all right. Let me get my chat up. All right, we got my chat up. All right, we're cooking with gas. So we're going to wait for the people to come on in and get going. I still need to figure out some things when it comes to Restream because I know I am not getting the most out of this platform. So that is one of the things I definitely plan to do um, these next couple of months. So if you can hear me, can you give me a 1 in the chat? I don't have no lotion. My hands dry. Lord have mercy. This is how we go. All right. If you can hear me, can I get a 1 in the chat? I know y'all not used to me being on time, but I am here and ready. Hey, Melissa. How are you? Thanks so much for giving me the 1 so I don't get to run in my mouth. All right, y'all. I know it probably has to be a way for me to use Restream, but still do like the notification thing in YouTube. Excuse me. Now, why I didn't get the burps, I don't know. I'm drinking water. Anyway, so glad to be back on live. I feel like I haven't. That's good, Melissa. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing okay. I was fairly productive today, but I always feel like I could have done more. But I'm getting there because life been lifing. I feel like I haven't been. I mean, obviously, I've been on YouTube, right, watching other people content, listening to other people content, things of that nature, but not doing anything for the channel. And so I feel like I haven't. Let me see. Well, yeah, I did get on, I think, the day after I did my first speaking engagement. So that's how that went. But yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. But anyway, I'm happy to be here. We'll see who comes in. That'll kind of be the determining factor on how long we stay tonight. So I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank everybody that's watching on the replay. I want to thank everybody who may have already watched my upload today. I did an interview with Ray. He's a former member of the Supreme Council of the House of Jacob. And I met Ray here on the channel. He happened to come across one of my videos and, watched a bunch of the videos, discovered I was from Chicago and things of that nature. And then so I went to go check out his channel and, started listening to some of his stuff. And I'm like, wow, goes to show you how many religions are out here and we have no clue. we have no clue about like how many religions are out here. So anyway, did an interview with him and finally got that edited and uploaded today. So if you have not checked it out, please go check it out. I was gonna try to make it 2 parts, but it just wasn't a place that I felt I could cut it to make it 2 parts without just making it 2 parts. Like I think the hour or so that it is worth it, So please go check that out. If you're curious about his former religion, definitely go check his channel out. and go ahead and sub his channel. So, as we always do, let's start with wins. And I was thinking today, I was like, what win do I have? And my win is just showing up today. It's just showing up today. Like, I'm very happy with myself with, giving myself grace in areas where grace is needed, and patting myself on the back where I've been consistent. So, of course, October, like every month, I have this great ambition that I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna be consistent on YouTube. I got all these YouTube, video topics I want to discuss, and this, that, and the third. And then something happens, and life start lifing. And then next thing you know, I'm looking at my YouTube, last upload, and it's 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, what in the world? Like, I thought October was gonna be a pretty good month for me. Like, again, I barely made the threshold of the $100, and that's with like 55 of it carrying over from September. So I was like, okay, I gotta do better. So it is my plan. Well, and I'm really starting to really, really love interviewing. And so because it was so late notice, I didn't let Ray know until this morning that I was actually going to upload the video today. So I didn't really give him enough time, to make arrangements to come on tonight for like Q&A. So we're going to reschedule that for another time. But when I had Gene on, I really like the panel kind of vibe. Not saying we'll do it all of a sudden my eyes start itching, y'all. Sorry. Not saying we'll do it every live, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And I think it's an easier way for me to get content out, so to speak, right? So today I got that up. I reached out to people that I'm interested in doing some kind of collaborations with, and hearing back from them. So we getting those scheduled. Tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing a ex-Jehovah's Witness female woman, and we're going to be getting her story and her perspective from a female, point of view. Because up to this point, I've only kind of interviewed men when it comes to being former members of certain religions. And I have a friend who we're going to finally get her put on the calendar, who is a former Jehovah's Witness as well. So this will be interesting because this is somebody, who knew me before the channel. So being able to, get their perspective and stuff like that. So I'm really enjoying it. So I have a ton of videos. So tomorrow I am meeting one of my gutpreneur buddies for lunch. And then I plan to come home and do a video that it's had different variations um, since my initial idea. But today it hit me like, okay, this is how I'm going to roll it out. So hopefully tomorrow things will go well. After lunch, I'll be able to come home, boom, knock that video out. And then over the weekend, hopefully edit it and get it up. So y'all, once again, here I am in November saying I'm going to do my best to be consistent. That's all you can do, right? All you can do is keep trying. That is it. That is all. So yeah, that's my win. I'm showing up tonight. I'm determined during the winter. I know we technically still in fall, but during the fall winter time, I want to just really get my life super organized, and so I can take the time to learn all these little technology things, because I know it's so much more I could be doing with this particular platform if I stay with this platform. If I really, I'm looking at another platform called Riverside, because I do plan to launch another YouTube channel. Excuse me. As I'm starting to get into nurse consulting, I had my first. I guess that's a win too. I had my first official paid nurse consulting call last Saturday, where I was able to help this fellow NP who's interested in becoming an entrepreneur with that skill set, and just kind of helping her get some clarity of what's the first steps. So it felt really good. So I'm like, okay, I need a YouTube channel to talk about that part of it. I have my clinic YouTube channel, but that's more so for patients and things like that, health education. The business side of using your skill set is what my Apples to Scrubs uh, channel will be about. So I'm thinking about switching over to Riverside, which seems to be a better platform or popular platform when you want to do like interviews and podcasts and stuff like that. So that is what is going on in my head. I'm just like, okay, I'm actually excited. Is the word excited? I'm feeling optimistic and hopeful and holding on to joy. Um, this fall slash winter, whereas normally it can kind of put you in a humdrum mood. Um, these months, October, November, December, um, these were months where people in my family and close friends died and things of that nature. So the last few years it's been like a low place. But for whatever reason, this year I'm feeling like how I used to feel about the fall and winter, like things of that nature. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep on moving, keep on grooving. Okay. So what y'all got going on? What's your wins? Something exciting happening with you? Our book club. We just finished this book, the Let Them Theory. I think it's an excellent book for really any adult that has to deal with adults. Like let's keep it real. But I could see how someone from the XJW mindset could benefit from it. We really enjoyed it, and we will be moving on to our next book, which is Who Better Than You by Will Packer. Um, Wait a minute. What you say, Melissa? If what you talking about, Will, is going on different plant platform, I don't understand. So no more YouTube. Oh no. What I'm talking about is I'm doing this live. I'm doing this live through a software called Restream. So Restream connected to my YouTube channel so that I could go live through Restream. Restream is what allows me to like drop the link and have people come up and they can talk and they can join the video and all that stuff. Whereas if I was just doing it how we used to do it through YouTube, I would just do it on my phone, and I didn't have that capability. So when I say change the platform, not leaving YouTube, just the platform that I stream. Yeah, I ordered my book today. Um, I had actually went on because I'm paying for it. I think every month. What is it called? Amazon Music, and it has Audible through it. And I started listening to the first couple of pages. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like listening to it just in an Audible format. So I did end up ordering the book today. Yeah, you on Restream now. Well, you're not on Restream. I'm on Restream right now. So I logged on to Restream. I connected my YouTube channel to Restream and went live. So this is streaming um, through Restream to YouTube. So in theory, these kind of platforms, Restream, StreamYard, things like that, I could be streaming this to YouTube, Facebook, and let's just say Twitter, right? Or whatever. I could be doing it all at once. That's what these platforms allow you to do. And to, have people come up and things of that nature. So you're not old. You're not old. I think it might be a delay because I just explained what Restream is. So I don't know if you getting. I don't know if it's a. I know sometimes y'all say it's a delay on what I say and what you type. So I'm gonna let you catch up because I just explained what Restream is. It's just a way to broadcast your video. Let's just say it that way. Like I could start doing my content through Restream if I wanted to. Like if I wanted to have the video play in multiple places. That's all. Okay. Yeah, there's a delay. Okay. So anywho, um, yeah, so that's all that's going on. Like I said, the Let Them Theory, I think, is a great book. Like I said, the book club, we have former Jehovah Witnesses, we have people who have no clue, about Jehovah Witnesses, so they learn a lot from people sharing their experience and things of that nature. And just anybody who has to deal with people, as far as being an adult, it's a great book to consider. Like I said, we're moving on to Who Better Than You, by Will Packer. Um, we won't be opening up the book club this particular book, but maybe the next book we might. We've kind of gotten a really good cozy feeling amongst the ladies who are in the book club now, so we're gonna kind of ride that out for a little bit. You funny, Melissa. Look, I just learned all this stuff. I remember seeing StreamYard when watching YouTube videos, but I didn't really know what that meant. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I don't know where everybody is, Melissa. That's what I'm saying. I gotta figure out a way to put the notification up in YouTube like I normally do, because I don't, like I said, I don't know on the other side if people are seeing that we live. Matter of fact, I'll go on my phone. Let me see what it say. Let me see what it show. So I'll do that. I know TW's been missing in action. Maybe he moved to Spain. Wasn't he saying he was gonna move to Spain? I haven't seen him in a really long time. Now it's showing that I'm live. Okay, and I look crazy. Ah, so it's showing that I'm live. They say live with Restream. So maybe I can go in here. Let me see if it's gonna let me edit it. So maybe a people will know. Let me see. That's what I'm saying. This technology. Oh, there go butterfly. Okay. Hey, butterfly. Let me see. Hmm, let me see if I can. Yeah, see, now it's not showing over here. So I'm gonna figure it out, y'all. Give me the winner to figure this stuff out. So, butterfly, I shared my win and was telling the people about how good the Let Them Theory book was and things of that nature. So, Melissa was saying, "Where is everybody?" And yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I want to say I noticed that when that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's a disconnect between when I use Restream and actual um, YouTube or what. But let me see if I share the live to the post or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Can I share this? And yeah, let me see. Wait. Yeah, let me see. Share. I want to, let me see, copy link and post. Let me see if this works. See if this let people know. Um, all right, let's see. Mm, and, oh, give me 2 seconds, y'all. Say hi. Let's see if this works. Okay. So let's see if they hit that. Okay. Yep. All right. I just put it in the on the post, so we'll see. And you are the people tonight. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So me and Butterfly have had this conversation and things of that nature. And so we will like Butterfly said the time change says everyone extra tired this week on East Coast. It's technically almost 10, so may take a week for everyone. That's true. That is true. Because I could tell the difference in my dogs. Like they have been like looking at me crazy at 2 o'clock. Like, because it would have been 3, which is what time they normally eat dinner. So at 2 o'clock, they both be looking at me crazy. And it had finally dawned on me like Tuesday. And I was like, oh, they hungry because they have not adjusted, right? Just like I took them out before I got on, and just a few minutes before then, they was kind of looking at me crazy because they used to getting that melatonin because it would have been like 8 something, right? So that is true. That is true. Because I'm even feeling it a little bit, you know. But what I was saying is that so me and Butterfly had talked about, you know, the lives and things like that. She is a member, and shout out to Butterfly for supporting the channel. She's a member of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. And so was just talking to her about how I can, you know, make the most of the lives. So right now, I've decided to go back to, you know, doing the lives on Thursday, um, and having one big members live. Whereas before, I was trying to have like a members only wellness live, a members only girls night only live, members only XJW kickback live. So I'm just gonna have one members live a month, and then the other Thursdays we'll do it here. But some of the weeks it might have to change. It might not be on a Thursday because, like I was saying at the beginning of the live, I'm really starting to get into the interviews. I really enjoy, you know, acting like I'm Oprah Winfrey and interviewing people, learning things about, you know, just individuals, because everybody's JW story is not the same. Like I said, if you all haven't watched it, you know, I know it may seem a little long, but it's a really, really, really interesting story um, about Ray growing up, and for a long time, I want to say over 60 years, going to church and not even believing in God or Jesus, you know. So I think it's a really, really interesting story. I think for those who are former Jehovah's Witnesses will find some parallels between the House of Jacob and JW's. So it's a really good interview. So I was saying that I'm really starting to like it. So tomorrow I'm recording with uh, a former uh, a woman a former, not a former woman, a former JW woman. Oh Lord. So and I think her story is gonna be interesting. Um, you know, so I don't think Thursdays work for her as far as Q&A. So we'll probably either do 2 lives that week or replace it. So I'm gonna be a little bit more flexible with the lives, because I think I like I say, I really enjoyed having Jean on and things of that nature. And we're gonna have some guest appearances. So I did reach out to some people that I would love to get on and do lives. I have a lot of ideas around the lives that I think could be really beneficial, exciting, entertaining, informative, from people in the XJW space, but not necessarily discussing typical XJW topics, if that makes sense. So let's see. Melissa said, "LOL, I still have no idea what the T explained it like this to me already. Oh, the time changes. Everyone extra tired this week on East Coast. Yep. So freaking true. That's my cat. Go butterfly. You're so fly. Go fly. Hi. A lot of interviews. Rock Out TV. Do your thing. Yes, the time change disrupts all our circadian rhythms, etc. Many businesses always share a significant drop in business first week of time change. Bet that has impacted tonight. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the live possibilities are endless. So I'm waiting to hear back. I did hear back from one. So just as a little teaser, me and Isaac will be doing something. Isaac from Tune Up Your Mind. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of other brothers that are would love to do something with. So it either end up being an interview with the Q&A, like follow-up live, or just a flat out live, because it's things that I would like to discuss, but I need a panel, so it's not just me being a talking head, so we can hear other people's perspectives and things of that nature. Because one of the things that I'm really, really, really realizing, like, I feel like a little bit of for lack of a better word, I guess a sore thumb in the XJW space. Um, and I believe part of that is because I wasn't born and raised in it. So some of the things that stick with people who were born and raised in it, I don't have. So I think sometimes people, my flavor may not be their cup of tea because of me not being born and raised in it. Me not trying to debunk scriptures or things of that nature. I like to talk about the things that I feel like are worthy of making a video or talking about, are from the perspective of how it impacts people's lives now that they're out, right? Like the video, I really, really was trying to find the strength and time to do it today, because once it hit me the way that I was gonna roll this video out, I was just like, I was hot. So I'm like, I guess it's probably best I didn't do it today. So my plan is to do it tomorrow. And yeah, it's, I don't know. I know that my style is a little bit different. So, but welcome to whoever just came in. Be sure to like the live, y'all, all the things. So the other thing I want to mention, when you watch my videos, y'all might see something where it'll say hype this video. If you would be so kind as to give the video a hype. I'm not exactly sure what all this stuff means, but I think if you hype the video, and if your video gets so many hypes, I don't know, I guess it has something to do with the algorithm as far as trying to push you out or whatever. The other thing is, when I do lives from my phone, they're going to have they're gonna have something like it'll say gift. So if you feel so inclined, if you gift during that live stream, and I think if I get 3 gifts by the end of the year or something like that, I have to go back and read it. Then I don't know. It's like I could get a bonus or something. I'm not sure, but what I can say, it appears that YouTube is one trying to encourage people to continue to make content, right? So that people come and watch. If you didn't know, YouTube is the second largest search engine next to, can you guess? Google. Who owns YouTube? Google. Okay. So they are 1 and 2. And so I think October, November, December is when the advertising dollars really start to come in. So they want people not only just coming to YouTube, but they want them to stay on YouTube, right? They want you, so they're I guess incentivizing creators to make content and be consistent, right? And for whatever reason, they seem to be trying to push lives. I like lives, especially when get your people in and you can laugh and have a good time. So if y'all see that, please, and you can only hype, I think 3 videos a week or something like that. So if your girl can get one of your hypes for the week, I would have greatly appreciated it. So and that's another thing, like this winter I want to really really um fine tune. As y'all can see, I'm starting to finally get some of my artwork. It's gonna be very I don't want to say hodgepodgey, but it has a rhyme and reason to me. But y'all will see more here, and then I think I'm gonna actually push my desk closer to that wall, and then you'll be able to see this full wall behind me, because I want to get me like a little chase chair, because this room was supposed to be like my oasis, and it is not giving oasis. So I've been doing some soul searching the last few days, and I was like, some of these things that I thought I was gonna get into hobby wise, craft wise, I'm not gonna do them. I like and enjoy making waist beads. I may go back to making waist beads, to sell. I have not had my waist beads on. I plan on doing a video about waist beads and how did I get into it and all that stuff. But my waist beads popped, what? My last strand popped maybe 2 weeks ago. And it was the strand that I had that I set intentions around my clinic. And when it popped, I couldn't believe it, because I've had it for probably at least 4 years. But at the time that it popped, they have different myths and theories or whatever. I feel like it was the universe saying it's time for the new chapter. So you gotta, this was, oh Lord, I'm starting, baby step, this is and that. So now we have to start anew with bigger, intentions and goals and ambitions and stuff. So I was like, okay, so I got to make some new waist beads. Matter of fact, I do have, let me see. I still got some from when I used to sell. I don't know if y'all can y'all see those? Let me see. That's kind of, maybe this will be better. That ain't better either. Let me see. This is super cute in person. Of course, the camera won't do them justice. Yeah. Let me see. Maybe if I do it like that. I don't know. But I love it. I love making the waist beads. I got so many beads and stuff like that. So I said maybe I need to get back into it. I didn't make this one, but I did purchase it from somebody. So it's pretty. See how it kind of sparkles and shimmers. So I'm like, okay, let me get back into this. I tried crocheting. I didn't give it a huge, effort. I did the class. I tried. I saw that they had like a Granny and Me kind of crochet thing through the village that I live in. But I was like, am I about to what am I gonna make blankets and stuff like that? I can make waist beads, sell them, and people have to tie them on themselves. I don't want to do the tying no more. That's what made me stop in the first place. The people wanted me to tie them on them. But I said, if I make a really good video showing how to tie them themselves, I can just, upload it on YouTube, send them that link, they can buy, and then, go on about my business. So we'll see. All right, let's see what we saying. Okay. Okay, Melissa, I love your channel because you aren't always about the JW. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. And one thing I do feel like I do differently is that, like this video I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. Y'all know how I am. I don't be wanting to tell y'all too much so that when y'all see it, but I could tell y'all. So I'm just gonna say this. It has something to do with Watchtower's net worth, JWs who are on food assistance, and this whole video I guess they must have had put out recently about encouraging the friends to just grow gardens. So y'all can only imagine what I'm going to talk about, right? So it's stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, and people probably gonna be like, and this is exactly why you was never a real Jehovah's Witness. I never held on to all these numbers and dates and things like that. The only thing I really kind of had ingrained in my head is that they somehow say this is when Jesus took the throne, 1914, because this, that, and the third was going on. And I remember thinking to myself, but like, wasn't it wars or this or that or blah, 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 all these things before. So it's like the more I kind of deconstruct from all the stuff with the witnesses, I sometimes be like, I don't know if I even really believe 50% of the stuff they were saying. Now that I think about it, because when they would tell you, oh, just keep coming, you're a babe. This, understanding these deeper things come with maturity and time. So I might have just put a pin in all these higher, spiritual things, just put a pin in it because it's like, okay, when I'm, 70, 80 years old, it'll make sense. But the more I think about it, the more I talk to people, the more people videos I watch and things like that. I'm like, I don't even know if I ever really believed 50% of it, if that. But thank you, Melissa. Yes, I'm definitely gonna have to. I gotta stay different. Melissa said, I will hype your video as much, and I can still have no idea what that means or how I would do it. You're so funny, Melissa. In the end, we are all stories, and your story was captivating and entranced me. As in, I'm not a fan of the XJW doctrine videos either. Oh, word, that sounds cool. I will hype you up as much as I can. Thank you, Melissa. Sorry, cut off. Although raised in a cult, the doctrines besides Armageddon didn't impact me, and don't want to use the 2 brain cells I have left trying to debunk 637 BCE. I don't care. Exactly. That would be cool. Yes, the hype. I just click on the button every time the app prompts me to hype. All right. Those are cool. I want my hair to sparkle and shimmer. You know what? They got stuff you can put in it. Like they have they call them lock jewels. And lock jewels ain't nothing but these beads. They ain't nothing but these beads. And you probably take some type of thread and put it on there. I thought about maybe doing that. I'm just like, I'm in a mindset of I want to make sure I'm tapping into all revenues, especially at this time, but also I need to let go of the one day stuff. Right now I came to the conclusion I am not going to try to learn crocheting. Let me get back into my waist beads. And like I said, I might even put a couple of lock jewels or lock beads or whatever, which is like I say, ain't nothing but these beads with the yarn in them. Um, just to get stuff out, like yeah. Now I'm not getting rid of my Cricut because I can always use my Cricut for something. Let's see. Butterfly said a bead curtain would look so pretty on the wall behind you and lend a relaxing feel to space. Yeah, that would be kind of dope. 100% agree with you, Butterfly. Right, Melissa. Look, being someone who will be selling life insurance, I have been thinking about what kind of background I want for myself. Yeah, you can make backgrounds like on Canva. Yep. Oh yeah. My grades have spread too. I said I'm gonna diet. I just got my hair retightened. So um the my friend she's been like grooming it so that it's not so like poofy. So and it's growing back. And I literally had cut some, but as y'all can see, it's growing back already. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm thinking either I'm gonna maybe let it grow and see. If not, maybe come January I'll get this much cut off again and go from there. So we'll see. So yes, okay. What was I talking about? Running my mouth. Yeah, she did. She did tell me that she passed her test. If that's what you're talking about, Butterfly. Yeah, she did tell me. That's awesome. I'm actually considering letting my license go because I'm just like the people who should be getting life insurance don't see the value in it because they're young and they feel like they're gonna live forever. And then the people who now realize the value in it too sick and can't afford the premium, right? At least for the agency I'm working for. But it sounds like in Melissa's case, they're going to be giving her the leads. So she'll just be closing the deals, which is nice. Wait a minute. What? Wait. What? Yes, I have told T my great news, but she has no idea it's because of your book, Atomic Habits. I'm confused. I'm confused. So, anywho, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So yeah, I'm going out to lunch tomorrow with a fellow gutpreneur uh, buddy. Come to find out, we actually live in the same vicinity. So, gonna meet with her, and then it's my plan to make that video so I can get it up this weekend. And then I'm doing an interview, and I think you are gonna find this interview very, very, very interesting. Pulling on people's heartstrings. Um, she says she got a lot that she, wants to discuss. So we'll see. It might end up having to be a two-part. Um, we'll see. So looking forward to doing that, and then doing a Q&A with her. So y'all don't forget to like the live, and what else they be telling me to do. What does this say? Music. Oh, it's so much stuff you can do on this. I really need I'm probably not getting nowhere near the bang out of the buck, for for this platform. And I'm gonna see about putting my Osmo Pocket as the webcam because I know this camera is not the best. So I think I can change this. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can change the title. Um, hold on, y'all. And maybe that's what, maybe that'll help. Let's see. Okay. I was able to update that. All right, cool. So maybe people will know that that's what this live is about. Anyway, y'all, I have not seen TW. I hope he is well. I don't know if anybody ever made connection with TW. If so, tell him we miss him in his commentary. Yep. Thank you, Butterfly. I appreciate it. So, did y'all have a good Halloween trick or treating and things of that nature? We don't trick or treat over here, not because we don't believe in anything like that, but we don't have kids and the candy is high. So my husband say, don't forget to put your sign out there. I'm like, so I always put, sorry, no candy with the sad face. I'm like, if we had kids or like little niece or nephew, something like that. But I'm like, I ain't got no candy for you. Let's see. Melissa said, Bellfest said, I know. Hope TW is okay. Melissa, I believe I got my second interview because I had mentioned that I read Atomic Habits. And when I told them the guy, his face, oh my God. Oh my God. See? No, she didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me that. Good old Atomic Habits. I plan to, I got it right here. People say the Bible, this is my Bible. I'm probably gonna get people unsubscribing because I said that, but yes, honey. This is the game changer right here. I'm telling my mama she needs to read this. So I don't know if I should let her use my copy. Some books, every time I have a book that I feel like is a game changer in my life, like during the time of, now that I know it was the questioning or the pre-awakening from the JWs, like when my dad died, I read The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown, and it like changed my life. So the way I talk about Atomic Habits in my late 30s, Brene Brown's The Gifts of Imperfection, that was it. That was it for me. That's the book that helped me realize I had to leave teaching and go towards my passion, all those things. But I let somebody borrow my book. And when I tell you they did not treat it with the respect it deserved, I know my mama wouldn't do that, but I think I'm gonna get her own copy. Cause this my dog right here. And I'm gonna do a video about this for sure by December. Yep. Ain't that something? Look at Melissa. Oh my God, getting value from the book club. That is awesome. She did not tell me that part. Oh, on Capitol Hill. Is that where Congress at? Is that like where the White House and stuff is? Oh my God. You see? You said the right thing. Oh yeah. Melissa said she ordered hers today, or she said I ordered mine today. I was gonna do the Audible since we are changing the format of book club, but I started kind of listening to it and I was like, I might still need a hard copy. So I went on and ordered it. That is crazy. That is crazy. Well, Yeah, the Supreme Court. Okay. So that probably was nice. Mm-hmm. That was probably nice. No, it's because of you. It's because you heard me talk about it so much that you did it. Yeah. Well, ladies, I'm gonna probably get on off in about 9 minutes. I have been being consistent. I've been getting my 7,500 steps in and doing my 100 kettlebell swings. I did go up to a 10 pound. I excuse me. Halloween was the 14th anniversary of my dad passing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. So I went, I bought me some perfume. They happen to have, I like sand and fall perfume oils. They be having them like in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And I had been seeing people going crazy about I think it's called Cherry Bliss or something like that. And I was like, oh, this would be a nice fragrance for the winter. Maybe layer it with some like vanilla lotion or whatever. So I treated myself to that and some cherry perfume. And I was like, I'm gonna give me a 10 pound kettlebell. And I mean, my husband like looking at me crazy. I had a 5, but the 10 is taking yeah, I feel a difference. So that's what you know, that's what I did to kind of keep my spirits up that day. And then and then I went to see Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton last Saturday, which was really nice. Really nice. Only thing is, I don't know, and this is like the second time this has happened when I went to see Fantasia. It's like her band is too loud. Like they need to turn their mics down some so we can, hear her. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that is driving me crazy when I go see her now. Is that band is too loud. They're overpowering her. We came to hear her, not y'all. You know. So again, don't know if that's because of where our seats was or whatever, but Anthony Hamilton's was perfect. You could hear him, you could hear the music, everything was in its proper place. So I don't know if it's Fantasia's, you know, whoever sets it up as far as the band and the music and all that stuff, but yes, Melissa, you going places. Okay. Yes, I'm glad you was able to hop on too, Butterfly. Hey, XJW Nation. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah. It was good. It was very good. Let's see. Butterfly said, that's sweet. You did something nice for yourself on that wistful day. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. So look forward to some shakeups with the live. Like I said, I definitely want to get in the habit of, if I interview somebody, letting them come live and do a Q&A. Because maybe like even with watching editing Ray's interview, I had some additional questions, right? After watching it. So I think it's a good way for people to interact. They watch the video, they might have questions, so now they get a chance to ask those questions and things like that in a live format. And then, like I say, I want to kind of do some panels, and yes, some of it will be JW centered, but then as I get more people who are comfortable, can come on and talk about different things. I know I was supposed to do my um, breast cancer and gut health live, but just didn't work out. But if you are just absolutely interested in it, inbox me on Instagram which is a shame. I'm just at the age where I'm like, if I ain't gotta memorize it, don't memorize it. So inbox me on what's my Instagram for this channel. It is same old T_2. Inbox me on there, and then I will send you the link because it's up on my clinic page. It's very, very good. Well, the same information that I shared in that webinar on my clinic page is what I would have shared on the live. So, but as y'all know, I try to keep things separate. What I do in my real life for my profession, I try to keep over there. And then, what I talk about over here is what I talk about over here. But y'all know I'm still about health and wellness over here. So those who are interested, inbox me on my Instagram, and I'll share the link so you can go over there and watch it. And if while you're over there, don't you definitely can subscribe. I would appreciate it. Let's see. Yes, Melissa said that would be awesome. Yeah, the Q&A. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. Like I say, doing it with Jean, I was like, I liked it, So that's how that goes. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it on up. Oh Lord, I ain't got but 2,900 steps today. I was doing a lot of work today, so I didn't really walk around that much. So I got a lot of steps to make up, and I got to do my swings. So that's what I'm gonna do. And ladies that's in the book club, be on the lookout. It is my intention this weekend. I could tell y'all right now. I'm gonna try to send it tonight or tomorrow. But I was looking at it, and I think it's chapters 1 through 3 for our first week. I'm trying to keep it where it's like maybe 30, 40 pages. Now that we're doing it every other week. What word to the bird? What is that? I have no idea what that means. Who said word to the bird? You so funny, Melissa. You are so funny. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a great weekend. It's gonna be cold and rainy here in the Chicagoland area. It's like fall is taking a break, but I think it's just maybe tomorrow and Saturday. Then it's supposed to at least get back to the 50s or 60s, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna just be kind of laying low. Oh no, it's fall is over. Well, maybe next weekend it'll be here. It's gonna be winter to the end. So anyway, all right, y'all, have a good one. I'm out.